Good morning, my dear students in grade 4. Our lesson today is Module 3 project. Open your students book page 37. What day is it today? Today is Monday. And what is the date today? It's the 19th of October 2020. Objectives of our lesson today is to identify the main idea and details, learn how to write a poster. Let's get started. The value of the week is generosity. Generosity means the quality of being kind and generous.
The school vision, to prepare creative, well-educated students who are able to establish civilized, aware, reserved society, stick to the authentic morals and values, in addition to using the modern technology.
What do you have to do at home? I have to set the table. I don't have to get out the rubbish. Read the poster below, then ask and answer. What do you have to do in a library? You have to be quiet. Look at these children. They made this poster to show what one has to or don't have to do in a library. Now let's listen and read the poster and then talk about what how can we make our own poster.
Module 3, Project 1. Read the poster below, then ask and answer.
What do you have to do in a library?
You have to be quiet.
What we have to do in a library. You have to leave before 9 o'clock. You have to be quiet. You don't have to pay for anything. You have to have a library card to borrow books. You have to bring the books back.
Read and answer the questions. What time do you have to leave the library? You have to leave the library before 9. What does the second sign show? What do you have to borrow books? Can you keep the books? Do you have to pay for the books? Now please stop the video, write these questions in your notebooks and answer them, then come back to check your answers. What time do you have to leave the library? You have to leave before 9 o'clock. What does the second sign show? Let's look at the second sign. It shows that you have to be quiet in the library. What do you have to borrow books? You have to have a library card. Can you keep the books? No, you can't. You have to bring them back. Do you have to pay for the books? No, you don't. You don't have to pay for anything, but you have to bring back the books. And you have to have a library card to borrow books, and you have to be quiet. Students book activity 2. Think of some rules for the classroom and write them down. Be quiet, sit desk, listen teacher, keep classroom clean, work others. Now we wanted to write some rules for the classroom. You have to be quiet. You have to sit at your desk. You have to listen to your teacher. You have to keep your classroom clean. You have to work with others. Now, write these sentences and then come back to check your answers. Students book page 37, activity 2. Think of some rules for the classroom and write them down. Let's read the words in the blue box. Be quiet, sit, desk, listen, teacher, keep classroom clean, work, others. You have to be quiet. You have to sit at your desk. You have to listen to your teacher. You have to keep the classroom clean. You have to work with others. What do you have to do at home? I have to make my bed. I have to set the table. I have to wash the dishes. I don't have to take out the rubbish. I don't have to shovel snow. What about you? Can you write about what you have to do at home? What do you have to do in the library? I have to be quiet. I have to leave before 9. I don't have to pay for anything. I have to have a library card to borrow books. I have to bring the books back. Let's read the writing tip. How to make a poster. Use a large piece of colored card. Choose a place to write about. Find photos of that place and stick them on the colored card. Work in pairs, ask and answer questions, then write sentences using have to. Write in pencil so that you can correct any mistakes. When you are ready, write over your letters using felt-tip pens or colored pencils. You can also stick photos or draw signs next to each sentence. Look at the picture and say, what do you have to do? Perfect. I have to put out the fire. What do you have to do? I have to be careful when I am crossing the street. I have to be careful when I am crossing the street. I don't have to bring food. There is a campsite shop.